Okay, we're doing the thing. Okay, YouTube seems to only be sending fucking notifications to my extra account and not to any of my friends or showing my shit in the feed, because this is the first time in 300 streams where for 4 days 0 people seen I was online. 300 streams. It was really weird. It was really weird. So let's see if they fixed it. Mercury retrograde. Alright, I just came back from dinner. Went outside to the local, what do they call that, tavern. And one of the locals put me on his tab. And I get to come home and do some kung fu stuff on the guitar. It'll be great. Oh God, that's not too bad. You gotta fix that. I literally just walked in. So we gotta fix all the things. There we go. I'm almost getting used to these glasses, but when I look at the guitar, it still looks like a fun house. So, but it's better than being blind. So we're getting there. I mean, honestly, I think I play better when I'm, when I'm blind. I can't see shit with these glasses. But we'll find out. I saw there was 3 people here. There's always the same fucking 3 losers that downvote my stream. I don't know why. Almost. It's still doing the little woo-woo thing, but whatever. Whatever. See, and my fucking buddies will show up and say hi. But YouTube's doing the thing it did to my gaming channel, where it just said, fuck you, we're going to isolate you from fucking society, you're not going to have anybody see you. Because that's what they do, because they're evil. Right? I've been a political refugee for a decade. And I asked for help, and everyone said, you're crazy, and they fucking attacked me. Now everybody's fucked, so it's okay. Okay. Gotta find a warm-up track. Hey, what's up? My Russian comrade, Kagdila, Harashoda. What are you up to, man? The governments must hate you if you find my stream every time. They must fucking hate your guts, because you always find the fucking stream when they're blocking me. I just came back from the fucking local bar. I got put on somebody's tab. I just had a bunch of free green tea. I don't even know what the fuck was in that shit. But the food was great. It's in walking distance. I can't drive yet because of my fucking eye, so I can only go places I can walk. 2 weeks ago, email, try this. How you doing? You good? How is the fucking club business in fucking Russia? And why do you keep coming with that name? Oh, okay. Why do you keep coming back with that name? I didn't ban you. You're in LA? I thought you were in Russia. Oh, okay, different guy. Or you a Russian guy in LA? What show were you doing in LA? I don't know if I can do it in this era, man. Like, oh, okay, you're a different dude. Never mind. Sorry, I thought you were somebody else. My bad. I thought you were totally some different dude. I'm so sorry. I thought you were somebody else who was a fucking troll. Oh, okay. Well, salud. Yeah, I have a lot of like weirdos that stalk me for like years, and they just cause trouble. Oh, you just happened to sub at the same exact time that one of the trolls came in, and I thought you were just one of his burner accounts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, welcome to the basement of the internet. My apologies, bro. I get so many assholes that fucking follow me for so many years doing stupid shit. My apologies. So what kind of show are you doing? I don't know if I can do it anymore. I worked in New York from like 96 to 2012. And then I moved into like adult stuff and like doing parties from 2012 to 2019. But I just don't know if I can fucking do music in this scene now, man. I don't know how people do it. Like, I give you props because I just don't know if I can handle the business and the people, man. I don't know if I can do it. Everyone's like so weird. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, I did have a lot of people that were following, but, YouTube decided to put the kibosh on my channel again. They keep doing that to me for, like, years. I had a gaming channel that was pretty big, and then they fucking did the same shit. Like, there was a guy, I came up with an anti-cheat, and I pissed off the whole fucking world. And one of the guys that worked at YouTube said, he's never going to make it, I'm going to make sure, blah, 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 blah. And then they just started fucking with me. And then I pissed off the government on fucking Facebook and got, like, completely blacklisted on the day before the 2020 election. I pissed everybody off. It's funny, but it's sad, man. If I told you the whole story, you'd be like, how are you still alive? I should be dead. Like, yeah. Had eye surgery, I'm fucking blind, and like, I'm trying to learn how to use these glasses. It's fucking terrible. I'm gonna use the phone to fucking read the chat because I can see with this eye. Alright. Kinda does. I mean, not for me. I've been in a time warp for 10 years. I've been algorithmically kicked out of society. And it sounds fucking crazy to people when I explain to them what happened to me. I don't even see metal in my search engines. Like, I got banned everywhere. They kicked me out of everything. And for the last 10, 12 years, I can't even find metal bands. Like, I haven't heard new music in fucking 10, 15 years. If I search, I don't get anything. Like, they purposely, like, kicked me out of, like, martial arts and music. That's what I do. And my gaming channel, same thing. I have, like, world records in games. You know what I mean? And it's fucking bananas. It's fucking bananas. But part of my evil plan is, I'm going to do 365 days of this stream. And, that's why a lot of trolls shut the fuck up. I was like, I have enough statistics now between this and my gaming channel and my other channels. And I have an evil plan. Because, they left me in a mountain alone, cut me off from every contact I've ever made, like, during COVID. So I'm literally, like, on a mountain no contacts anywhere. You know, like dealing with fucking. It was just like living off the fucking land and shit, like some fucking Mad Max shit. Oh, I have like I have like I can't talk about it right now, but I have some plans with the, but we have to survive the fucking communist takeover first. And pray the fucking AI doesn't get subverted by the fucking evil fucking cocksuckers. Or we're all fucked. What kind of music do? You were a guitar player? You're a mod for guitar player, guys? I've only seen like 2 other guitar streams. The only other guitar stream I actually seen, it was like 3 guitar streams on fucking TikTok. And one of them was Herman Lee from Dragon Force. And it's so fucked up because he has the same vertical stream as I do. And he tried fucking playing a lot of the like neoclassical jam tracks I was doing. And he fucking like shit on it. And I was like, haha. Oh, cool. There's another drunk fucking ninja that does like random jams to fucking songs he doesn't know. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, cool. Let's find a thrash track. I need to warm up. Let's see if we can find a thrash track. Some fucking pentatonic shredding. Three years ago, 77,000 views. This must be pretty good. I'm playing in... I have my guitar tuned to D, so if you see me playing fucking weird, that's why. I have to transpose everything. Opciones. Oh shit, you got a fucking Mesa? I don't know what a KE2 is, but the Mark V is a Mesa, right? Yeah, the tuning's weird, so I'm constantly fucking transposing. Pentatonica Blues. Oh shit, what's up, Hooks? Oh, Jackson's. Yeah. Do I still have my Jackson? Yeah, I still have a Jackson here. I have a 7-string. I normally play 7 strings. I played like death metal and black metal. So I have a Jackson right here. This is my Jackson. I'll show you. I haven't played it in a long time, but this is one of my 7 strings. This is my Jackson. I don't know. I don't do models. I just play shit that works. But this is my... And this Schecter, most people don't know this, but Typo Negative had a sitar player. And he's also the guitar player from Carnivore. And he modded this guitar for me, this Schecter. And it sounds really fucking cool. Yeah, I love the Schecters, but they're much better for rhythm. Like, I don't like the way they feel when I'm playing lead. It feels tight. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the neck feels tight. Whereas, like, my Halo Hero, my Ibanez is, the Ibanez has a flatter, I don't know how to explain it. But my Schecter, like, if I'm playing, like, rhythm, it's really fucking, like, I love the Schecter sounds, like, But it just, they don't, I mean, I can play it, but it's like, it's kind of like driving, like trying to drive really fast, but you're in the mud a little bit. Like the tires are like too grippy. But I've never had a Schecter, I had 5 of them, never had a Schecter fail on me. Ever. So people can talk shit about that, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah. I had 2 of them. But before I left New York, I gave them away to my students. When I left New York, it sounds crazy, but I had a dream about what was going to happen with the COVID thing. And I'm like, I'm leaving. Everyone's like, you're fucking crazy. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm fucking leaving. And I told everybody, they're going to lock the place up. It's going to be like fucking China, bro. You're not going to be able to move anywhere. I got to go. And I was like, I got to leave. And like, you're fucking crazy, bro. And I gave away all my old studio, because I'm still in the studio. I gave all my old studio, like 10 guitars, half of my entire life. And I packed whatever I could, like my bare essentials, and I just fucking left. And never looked back. I'm never going back there again. So I gave away, I actually, you know what? One of my favorite guitars was a Carlo Robelli 7-string. and it was cheap. It was one of the best guitars I ever played, and I gave it to my old keyboard player. It's heartbreaking, but like I never sold any of my guitars. I always gave them to somebody. I don't believe in selling. This is a personal thing. Like a guitar is like a spiritual instrument. You know what I mean? So like I don't like selling them. I don't like modding them. You know what I mean? Like the only guitar I've ever modded was the Schecter, and you know I was reluctantly, but it was the guy from Typo Negative who did it. His name's Paul Bento, and he plays sitar, and he played the last tour with Carnivore, but he modded it for me. And it was the only person who ever let mod the guitar for me. Because I feel like when the guitar is like put together, like the chi, you know, it's like it's been born and it shouldn't be touched. You know what I'm saying? No, but I don't think there's anything wrong with modding them either. If you buy a guitar with the intention of modding it, you know? But like when I buy a guitar, it's like I buy it because I grab it and like it does what I want it to do. And when I know, don't touch it. Don't touch it. I don't think there's anything wrong with modding guitars. Just it's for me, you know. Exactly. You can't outthink the fucking. You can't. But because like, you know, like honestly, like look, after like 2003. There's what, like 3 to 5 companies that are making like the mass production of the necks and the bodies and the pickups. Like, there's only so much more you're gonna get out of it. If you're not using active pickups, they sound different, but they don't sound better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I will say is, if you change the capacitor on a fucking guitar, it sounds remarkably different. You know that little chiclet? Like, that's a fucking big mod. And I didn't realize until that guy modded it for me. But I'm a fucking autistic nerd. I don't know enough about that shit to be able to make that decision. So I'm like, it sounds good. I'm gonna leave it fucking alone. You know what I mean? Yeah, but seriously, like, you know, people are like, what guitar? I'm like, I always tell people, like, after you because I used to teach at Sam Ash. I don't know if you ever heard Sam Ash music. I was like the youngest guitar teacher at that place. And I taught there on and off for 10 years in like 3 locations in New York. So I got to play a lot of different guitars. I never felt a difference. Like when you hit like $400 to $600, I didn't feel a difference that much. Like there was a couple of models, like, you know, like that was like, okay, this feels remarkably different. Like the Parker Fly felt different, but I didn't like it. Like I didn't see the value in like getting a vintage this or like you get a fucking Ibanez Geo and you can play anything. And a normal human's not going to know the difference. Only like a nerd's going to know it, you know? Let me walk to this piece of shit. Opciones, Pentatonica Blues, Escala Minor, E Minor, E Phrygia, Dominante, Primera, Rip the fuck. Okay, it's the same riff over and over again. I'm gonna fucking vomit. I can't do this. Okay, it's a warm-up track. Ugh. Hey, you said you're a mod? on somebody else's channel, you know what? Just in case you ever come here as an asshole, I'm drunk. Here, you're a mod now. Here, good. You're a mod now because you seem like a cool guy who's not retarded. I get some retards once in a while if you're here. Fuck them. Hey, you too. Get a mod also. There you go. Bam. This way fucking, if anybody's fucking retarded. Oh, cool. I'll send your channel. I'll fucking add you. Whatever. I'm old school, and it's very weird. Like, after Instagram things changed, like, I remember, like, everybody used to, like, add each other, but now it's like, oh, I have to, but I can't add you because, like, then I'm not, like, you know, it's like there's some weird, like, dick measuring contest thing. Like, I remember when you used to have, like, the web ring, where, like, everybody added everybody, so everyone grew, and then now no one's like, oh, I can't add you, I'm too fucking cool. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? These fucking people are fucking nerds. Fucking narcissistic fucking nerds. Yeah, I'll give you a subscribe, bro. It's okay. I mean, this is a Kung Fu channel. I do this. The internet's been a fucking mess for a very long time. Like, once fucking Facebook opened up and destroyed MySpace, and then Instagram came out, it was 2006, and then all the chicks were narcissistic, and then all the fucking dudes were like, oh, look at me, you know, I can't. That's why I had like 3 record deals in the past like 6 years, okay? I fucking, you know, 2 distributors, fucking like, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it. Like, I can't do what you're asking me to do because it's just so fucking gay. I can't do this. Oh, cool. Do I have you on fucking here? Hold on. I've been so drunk, bro, I haven't been paying attention. I'll give you. I can see your name from here, bro. I got you. There you go. Yeah, I'll give you a like. Can I play your stuff? Don't fucking ban me. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so your left leg is behind the stool and it's making your spine rotate. You gotta get your left leg in front of you. Okay? Because you need pressure on the front side of the guitar, otherwise you're gonna be sitting there trying to balance the guitar. And if you're balancing the guitar, you're gonna have it's incremental loss. You're sitting there trying to fucking balance this. And so everything you're doing is harder than it needs to be. Don't do that. I'm sorry, I was teaching for 30 years. I can't, I'm sorry, bro. No, you don't suck at life. You're very close to the correct body mechanics. But if I sit like this, first of all, look, the guitar is meant to be sat on the left leg. See how I can let go of it? You have to be able to let go of the guitar. Now, if you're using a strap, same thing. If I stand up, I want the horn pressing on my chest, and I want my left hip forward. If your left hip is back, you're going to feel the guitar doing this. And it makes you feel like you're shittier than you are. You're not as bad as you think you are. You're fighting the instrument. If your left hip isn't neutral or forward, the balance of the guitar is going to do like this. And then you're sitting there with your palm, using your shoulder and your elbow, trying to hold the guitar up, and you're wondering why is it so hard to play. Well, incremental loss is a theory I used to teach, where basically, like, for instance, if you work in an office and you have to send out 100 emails a day, and your mouse sensitivity is wrong, let's say you make $20 an hour, just a number, okay? And you have to send out 100 emails a day, and your mouse sensitivity is wrong. You go to hit that send button, and it goes here, 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 here. It takes you 5 seconds to hit the send button. Multiply 5 times 100. That's 500 seconds. Multiply that by 300 days a year. That's how much money you fucking lost. Because your fucking mouse sensitivity was off. So this is the difference between like a master and like a normal person. A master's an expert at basics. And people don't pay attention to little things. And if you pay attention to the little things, like the small thing, like, oh, like your pick hand is fucking pretty good. If you moved up a little bit, it'd be better. But your body mechanics are good. It's just that your left hip is behind your body. So that's causing the guitar to do this, and you're holding it like this, and you're wondering, why is it so hard to play? That was my job for fucking, like, my job. I'm a body mechanics expert. You know what I mean? So, like, I taught music, I taught martial arts, I taught fucking physical therapy. So, like, I look at people, and that's what I do. So, that's $250 an hour for you, buddy. No, but like, seriously, like I don't mean to be a nerd. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but like if you pay attention to those small things, your life will be easier. If you don't hold the guitar, you have to be able to let go of the guitar. I've been drinking. I'm sitting here like an asshole talking shit. I can hear it. I'm like, hey, what's up, blah blah blah, and then pick up the guitar. Paul Gilbert, my teacher's teacher was Paul Gilbert and Joe Stump. Okay, and if you watch Paul Gilbert, amazing fucking guitar player. He can't sweep for shit. Why can't he sweep? He plays cowboy. How can you play sweeps if you're balancing the guitar with your forearm? It's even geniuses and like, I'm a like autistic nerd. I look at body mechanics, I can see flaws. I'm not saying I'm better than Paul Gilbert, but when it comes to reading people's body mechanics, there's nobody better than me. Yo, take care, Tom. I appreciate you, man. Sorry I went nerd on you. I saw I went nerd mode on you, bro. Oh, did I give you a follow? I'm sorry. I didn't give you a follow yet. You said you were starting posting, right? There you go. Yeah, I'll give you a like on whatever video this is. There you go. Oh, that's a fucking dope setup. Jesus Christ. He got some nice fucking guitars back there. Shit. What the fuck is he rocking over there? That's a nice fucking setup, bro. You're doing better than my dummy ass. Yeah, so this guy, he has that. You see how his left leg, I don't know if you can see on the stream, but his left leg is forward. You know what I mean? So now his shoulders are square, his left leg is forward, and the horn's on his chest. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you need that alignment. Bro, I learned how to play on a flea market guitar. I didn't have parents and people taking care of me. I was fucking raised like a wolf orphan in the street. I was raised by ninjas. I mean, like, literally. And I got an $80 piece of shit Ibanez from a fucking yard sale. And that got me into music school. I bought 3 books. I still have the books in my closet. I didn't have any, you don't need no, it's stupid. These are like, most people that worry about the gear that they get, they can't play. They can't fucking play. I mean, look, let's be honest. People say tones in the hands. Yeah, 50% of the tones in the hands, 50% of the tones in the fucking gear. You can't have a complete piece of shit with action just high with the fucking pickups falling out. But, like, it doesn't have to be a brand new guitar. It could be a fucking used guitar. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a used guitar. This is a fucking, I mean, it's a custom Halo. I paid $600. It was a $2,000 something guitar, but it's used. I got it for $600. Sorry. Am I talking to myself? It says there's only one person here, but you're talking. It always does that. talking to me and said I have one viewer. Meanwhile, I'm on a completely different account. I'm on 2 different accounts. It's just fucking crazy. And I know somebody else is watching because they're messaging me. It's so fucking stupid. Anyway, the Red Donner I was playing. Fucking Donners are good guitars. Like, listen, if it has pickups and the fucking action's up to here and it's a good guitar. You know? What really matters is the sound you're using. And you need to have a good amp or a good, pedal. And you have a fucking Pocket Master, you can fucking get any sound you want. People are so pretentious and stupid. You know? Like the universal guitar distribution system, like a cat. Yamaha is like so underrated. I have Yamaha little bass pedals. I'll show you. I don't know why my drum lights are dead for a fucking reason, but I don't know if you can see. Here's my Yamaha drum set. All my double bass pedals. And those fucking double bass pedals are the fucking best double bass pedals I've ever fucking played in my life. Such an underrated fucking company. Like, I don't know how, like... Yamaha, they just make good stuff. You know, they really just make good stuff. Anybody says different, oh, I fucked that up. Okay, that should be right. There we go. But don't anybody fucking dish you over your gear. If it plays and you're happy, is all that matters. glasses are fucking killing me. I feel like I'm looking through a fishbowl in half, and every time I look at the guitar, it's like, that's all I can't see shit. I can play better not seeing shit than I can play with those glasses. I can barely see my phone right now. Oh, yeah, okay, good. No, I'm really blind. I was completely blind in December. Like, before the surgery, I was completely blind. Like, completely blind, 100%. And my left eye's not great. I can, like, if I get close, I can read stuff. My left eye, I get hit in the head too much. But my right eye's fucked. So, like, as long as I can see my thumb once in a while and I know where I am, I can do the rest by ear. But when I actually see the frets, it's fucking me up so bad because I played for 6 months without being able to see it at all. And it's really fucking me up. Like, you know, so you've worn glasses for a long time. I have like a +6 or 10 on one eye, you know, +1 on the left eye. I don't know what it is. But like my vision's like this. And when I put the glasses on, this eye is like a fishbowl and this eye is like kind of normal. And when I look down the guitar, it's like, it's fucked. It's completely fucked. It's completely fucked. I figured more people would appreciate what I'm doing, you know? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, bro. Okay, so you know what I mean then. Yeah, but at least yours is even. So imagine having one that was 12 and 133 and then not wearing glasses for 10 years and putting glasses on for the first time. Like my head feels like this. At least you understand. Thank you. You have a good night, brother. I appreciate you stopping by. And, you know, keep your hip forward. So... whiskey talking. Oh, okay. I was actually with some fucking old guys like me that are fucking blind also. It made me feel so lonely. Thanks, YouTube. Look, 2 people fucking know that I'm alive. Thanks. It's kind of crazy, like, last like 15 years, the only way you can like make friends is on social media, and then social media decides that you deserve to die, and they're gonna exile you from fucking society. Because you're neurodivergent, your IQ's too high, and you fucking expose to stupidity. So they say, fuck you, die. We're gonna cut you off from reality. You don't deserve to live, because the algorithm said so. I'm like a fucking cockroach. I'm gonna survive until you fucking kill me, you piece of shit. Okay, I know where we are. I'm gonna do this one. But I gotta do it blind. I can't do it with the glasses on. I'm sorry. I know it sounds weird, but I'm better off playing without my eyes. Like, making believe I can see. I gotta do Zatsuichi. So, welcome back. Welcome back, sir. My fucking buddy in blindness. At least you understand where my plight is. My buddy in blindness. You're my fucking blind buddy. You understand my plight of being a fucking blind bastard. I can't see shit. Like, I can see with my left eye. I can I can see like this. I can see the stuff. If I really squint, I can read the chat like enough. Like over here at the phone, so I can read the chat. But I can't see shit. Like when I'm playing, the only thing I can really see is where my thumb is, and the rest is my ear. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. Fucking no idea. I'm Zatoichi. Like my whole method of guitar is my idea is that I play guitar is either it's major or minor first off, and then everything's altered from major or minor. So like all the other modes are just an altered version of major or minor. So major, minor's this, major's this. That's it. That's all there is to guitar. You know what I mean? And then everything's an extension of that. And if it's Phrygian, it's a mod of major, of minor. If it's Lydian, it's a mod, Locrian, it's a mod of minor. You know, if it's like Mixolydian or Lydian, it's a mod of major. You know, so that's all there is. I don't think of anything else. So if I see my fingers, like, you know, I'm on this fret, I know the rest of the scale from that one fret. So that's how I'm able to play blind. You know what I mean? So like I know, okay, over here's like I can feel the Well, luckily I'm not deaf. Thank God. I protected my ears for the most part. Like I lost a little bit of top end, but I think it's just the amount you lose when you're 50 years old, you know? Like my ears are very good. Thank God. You know? I got very lucky. But Beethoven was deaf. So, you know? You can't be that deaf because you're able to play. I heard you play. You're hitting notes. The only thing I saw wrong with what you're playing is that your right hand's too far back and your left hip is too far back. So you wind up playing like this. And when you play like that, you're stuck using your wrist instead of being flat on the guitar. If you fix that and you play for a couple of days without a strap and play in classical position with the foot in front of you, with the foot, I don't know if you can see you probably can't see my foot, but this is what I'm using as a footrest. You can use your stool. You have to have your hips square so that the horn is hitting your chest and that the other part of the guitar is on your leg. You have to get this position down. And then listen, there's no right way to do the right hand in the sense of I prefer having my hand on the harmonic point here. There's a harmonic point on almost every guitar that has a humbucker. It's at the end of the humbucker. If you have a single coil, it may be double the single coil depending on where it's positioned. But what that does is it puts your hand right in front of your heart and your belly button. And if you get your hand there, when you drop your wrist, it's just relaxed. So then you get all three articulations. You get your elbow, your wrist, and your thumb. And the position you're sitting in, you're stuck with your wrist and you're trying to mute over the bridge. So if you moved up a little bit, I mean, listen, if you like the sound of it, it's not wrong. A lot of guitar players play back here, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm a body mechanics nerd. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I had tinnitus for a long time, and how I stopped, I started wearing earplugs, and what I started doing was, there's a muscle in your ear. I don't know if you know about this, but if there's some people you can trigger a muscle in your ear, and you squeeze it, and it makes a rumble sound. And what I would do is I would squeeze that muscle and make my ear rumble for a couple of minutes, and then let it go. So I started and doing that got rid of my tinnitus. So that's how I got my, you work in a fight line in the military? Yeah, it's fucked. But that's how I got rid of tinnitus. Because tinnitus isn't actually a thing in your ear, it's a thing in your brain. Let me explain it like this. If you had seasickness, and you get off the fucking boat and you're still wobbling. One day I fucking rode from South Carolina to Georgia, and it's in a hurricane, right? And I'm riding it like I gotta get to my Brooklyn accent. Sorry, I'm in a Southern accent. I went down to Georgia to get I saw talking Southern. I gotta get my Brooklyn accent back. I got. So I went down there. I was doing a session for a black metal band. I was playing drums, so I went down to Georgia to get a unit for the kick pedal, like a fucking trigger they're called. And I got this guy on Craigslist from Georgia, and I went the day before the hurricane, about 3 years ago. And I was driving in a hurricane for 7 hours. And I got off the motorcycle, bro, for 4 or 5 days. I was like this. You're still shaking. Yeah, good old Uncle Sam. I had my small work with Uncle Sam. I can't talk about, but I trained a lot of guys. Like 30 years of training people. I trained a lot of guys. So I understand. But sorry, but yeah, but like when I'm talking about tinnitus is. My opinion on the matter is it's more of a neurological brain trigger, the same way like when you get seasickness or like you get riding sickness. If you're on a motorcycle in the real hard wind for a long time, it's like a form of, it's so fucking bizarre. I felt like I was still on the bike in the hurricane for 4 to 5 days. Like I was shaking like this. For 4 to 5 days. It was seasickness, but not seasickness. So how I cured my tinnitus, is like, I don't know if you can do this, but it is a muscle in your ear. You could squeeze it, and it rumbles. It makes it's like you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you can do it, but it's like a rumbling sound. I can do it right now on command. It's like I could squeeze a muscle in my ear here, and it goes voo, 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 voo. And I held that muscle, and I would do it every day, and it got rid of my tinnitus. So that's how I did it. So now I can still hear it up to about 14, 16K pretty well. I can mix really well, but I definitely lost the top end. But I never liked those frequencies anyway. I was at the pool today, and this kid had this fucking little speaker, and it was the high end was driving me crazy. So my ears can't be that bad. So I have had these special earplugs that they've made last 10 years. I use them for my motorcycle actually, but I use them for shooting and my motorcycle, and they're fucking amazing because they drop the dB, but you can still hear every frequency even. And I got them really cheap on Amazon. Let me see if I can find them for you. They're really fucking good. Hold me from the orders. Oh my god, I can't fucking type here. These glasses are fucking me up. My earplugs. Go to orders. Earplugs. Where are my orders? What the fuck? Oh, over here, search orders. Earplugs. Yeah, motorcycle earplugs, 2 pairs, hearing protection. These are the ones that I use. No, fuck the foamies. Those foamies are garbage. This is what you need. This is what you need. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I'll try to tip it for you. And how much are these? But you can hear everything. It's just it cuts the volume in half. And it's really fucking good. And it comes with 2 pairs. What the fuck is this? God damn it. Yeah, $15. 55% off right now. Come on, fucking Amazon. Don't be a piece of shit. So that's what I recommend. Here, this is the store. I'll give you a second to zoom in. That's what I use. I use them at the gun range. I use them from, like, every time I ride, I use them. And they're fucking amazing. $15, the best earplugs I've ever had. And I used to work for a music store. I used to get the free fucking foam earplugs. Fuck that. No. I used to take them out every time I rehearsed because I couldn't, like, it didn't feel right. You know, I would use them and then I get drunk and I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this. But these are really good. And, like, $15. And it's get that. Just get that. You'll be happy. See, I'm doing the Lord's work, giving you my secret ninja knowledge. Hopefully I'll be riding soon. These I have to get used to them more because it's making me nauseous. Like, when I look at stuff, it's like really weird. Oh, let me do this. I have to do this because I haven't done it in a couple days. Sorry. It's cheesy, but I have to do it. That's an unacceptable opening. We can't do that. I'm sorry. That's unacceptable. Shot penalty. Shot penalty. That's unacceptable. Sorry, you have to hear this, but I have to do this. Hold on, I gotta see. You don't mind me fucking putting my glasses on, huh? Oh, good. Yo, bro, I wore those earplugs for 4 or 5 years. Every time I ride. And I have Seneca helmet. I don't know. It's not an expensive helmet, but it's the one with the earpiece and the intercom built in. It's a modular. Seneca. Something Seneca. I don't fucking remember, bro. I bought them fucking 5 years ago. But every time I ride, I use those. Like, if I ride to, like, the store, but anytime I get on the highway, I always use those. Like, Senna. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. I love that fucking helmet. I have a modular, and it fits great, and it's fucking comfortable. The Bluetooth always works. You know, because I used to have, like, you know, my other helmet, I put the Bluetooth in. It's too much fucking bullshit. So I got that. I don't know, I paid $250 or $350 for it. I don't remember. I got it from Cycle Gear in Gastonia. You're from North Carolina, right? So I was in Gaston County, and I went to Gastonia, and I got from Cycle Gear. The 74 is it? Yeah, I think it's off 74, and I got the fucking Senna, and it's a module that opens like this, and it has the button for the sunglasses. All I have is a motorcycle. I haven't had a car in 15 years, so. But I always use those and they're comfortable, and I take them to the fucking gun range, and it's great. Like, I can shoot with them, no problem, and I hear everybody. It's like, and you forget you have them on. It's amazing, and for $50 fucking dollars. So I've had them. I've used them for 5 years. I haven't had a problem. I mean, I'm sure that, like, I'm like, you know, I'm not a very fancy guy, you know. So, like, I know some people complain. I gave you the Pocket Master. You appreciate it. Other people are like, oh, it's so ghetto. Like, I think the Pocket Master is fucking god tier. You know, like, I don't understand people, but I think those $15 headphones are the best. I'm sure you can find another one with the same technology that's, like, more expensive, that's fancier. But that's the type of headphones I would start with. You know, you don't have to get those because they're cheap. I like good deals. You don't install it. But fucking $60, you get fucking 5 of them. Who gives a shit? It's fucking amazing. It literally has IRs. Like, you have the same sounds I have. Like, what the fuck do you want? I mean, okay, granted, you only have 2 pedals and you don't have an expression pedal. I played 300 streams. I've never used an expression pedal ever. I haven't switched pedals ever. I've done the only thing I switched through, like, which delay I use, and it's only because I'm not sure which one sounds better. But, like, it doesn't this is garbage. I have one sound. I play the same fucking sound all the time. I don't get it, like, you know. But I kind of understand, you know. Like, I'm neurodivergent, whatever the fuck. I'm retarded, so, like, I don't care about, like, things being expensive or, like, pretentious shit. So I guess it's weird to people. I care that it works, you know. So those are the earphones. They're literally in my tank bag. I have a magnetic tank bag, and they've been in my tank bag for 5 years. I use them every time I ride. So. Yeah, but the fucking Pocket Master has a tube screamer in it. You don't need a tube screamer anymore. It literally has a tube screamer modulator. It has it inside. Well, now that your daughter stole it, you need it. Sorry, bro. You're fucked. That's why I don't have kids. I love kids when you can give them back. Sorry to be you. Sucks to be you, bro. No, kids are a blessing. They're a blessing. You know, I just can't. I raised my sister. And then I fucking got kicked out, and I was an orphan. So. Whoa! I can't do this with my glasses on. I'm not even gonna try. I gotta get my eyes right. glasses fuck me up. Those fucking glasses fuck me up so bad. It's like, it's really hard. It makes me feel like I'm... Did I lose anything? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, these glasses are fucking me up so bad. And it's making my brain feel like it's split in the middle. It takes me so long when I take the eyeglasses off. I think it's like 4 days I've had them. And I'm trying to wear them as much as I can to get used to it, but it's fucking me up so bad. It's like, it feels like my head is split down the center and my eyes are doing this. And I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you have bad vision, you understand what I mean. But it's been rough. And, you know, I live by myself. Like, I did the surgery, bro. And the surgeon, when I told him that I'm going to be by myself, he was like, what? You know? Like, I wasn't supposed to survive this, you know? And I'm still here because of the fucking ninja. I did SEER training at 14 years old, you know? You in the military, you understand what I'm saying. I was raised by... like a wolf by fucking Vietnam vets. I got really lucky. If it wasn't for that, I'd be dead. He used to take me out to the woods up north every year, and fucking I'd eat mushrooms and make me stoned, and I have to like sneak out of the camp and like come back into this river, and I have to like he was fucking Vietnam psycho, so he'd make me crawl. So the goal was to sneak out the campfire, and it was like he didn't tell any of the students, it was just me, and he would make me sneak out, and I'd have to sneak back in. So I'm tripping balls, like drunk. I'm 14 years old, drunk and tripping balls, and I have to sneak back into the camp without anybody seeing me. And it was like everybody had flashlights because nobody knew I left except him. So like 10 people looking for me, and I'd have to crawl back a whole fucking half a mile through like this like little middle like creek stream thing and like these trees, and sneak back into camp and nobody fucking seeing me. He'd leave me up there for 2 days by myself. Like the training I went through was child abuse. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made it through COVID. After the fucking, they banned me on social media. I got, it was so fucked up, bro. I got left in the middle of nowhere. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made it. That's why when I tell people, I don't like cry about bullshit. Like how are you so calm? Like, if I was trained by psychopaths. Fucking guys who were fucking killing people with knives for fun. Yeah, it was insane, like my master was ROK division. So he was a ranger who got transferred to Korean Special Forces in Vietnam. And like I didn't have parents, like I had a crazy, so I raised my sister when I was 12, and she was old enough, like 13, 14, I was already out of the house. And if it wasn't for my teacher, I'd be dead. I wouldn't have made it. By 14, I was already patrolling New York City with the Guardian Angels. Like, everything I was 17 at that point, So I was training with adults. I was fighting adults, And every year he would take me up north to do, shooting training and all this other fucking training. And that's how I got that kind of work when I was young. And, I almost got sent out. I didn't go because I was a lot of trouble. I was a lot of trouble. But, yeah, but if it wasn't for that old man, I wouldn't have made it. And it's like, I gotta give the old man saved my life so many times. But yeah, like he would take me up north every year. He had the only farmland in Brooklyn left. It was like this weird, like it was a garden. It was like a quarter acre, I think it was called. It was like 4 apartment buildings worth of like farms in between these buildings. He was the only he had squatters' rights, and he sued the city because they tried to take it from him, and he wound up giving it up like 2008, and he won like I think it was like $100,000 for the land, but like I was like training on this fucking farm, and every year he would take me up to the Catskills to go do like this crazy fucking SEER training shit, to prepare me, and it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made it through COVID. I wouldn't have made it. Like, I was eating dandelions and bugs for like 8 months. It was crazy. No fucking water, no lights, Because I'm not a communist, and the government decided that like I need to be put in the shit list. But I made it, I trained a lot of kids that went into all kinds of stuff, I can't. But yeah, but like, it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have survived the last 8 years, bro. At all. Like imagine like getting fucking just imagine, bro, just the one thing of me getting eye surgery by myself and like being blind for fucking 4 months. Like, bro, I was blind for 2 months, completely blind, alone with a cat. You know, and there was no way I would have made it. So like, you know, I gotta give the old man his props. You know, he died September 11, 2018. So we're gonna have one for the old man. It wasn't for the old man, you know, I wouldn't be here having a shot with you, you know. I'm a Buddhist. Like, I was trained to be a Buddhist monk, so I tried to not eat anything. Like, I have to kill anything. Because my thing was, you know, if I have to kill humans, I do the least amount of damage I can, so that when you have no choice and you have to handle, you know, business, that I do the least amount of damage I can. But I was living off of fucking crazy shit, bro. You know, collecting rainwater and fucking drinking water from the trees and shit, and like, they banned me from Facebook the day before the 2020 election, okay? And so imagine, I moved 1,200 miles away from anybody I know. I'm on the middle of a fucking, it's not a big mountain, but it's a mountain, okay? I'm on a fucking mountain. And there's nothing but trees and a couple of houses randomly scattered. You know, and then the power goes out, and it's fucking crazy. It was just fucking crazy. You know, and I was trained for urban warfare. I was a bodyguard. So like, all I know is like the concrete jungle. If it wasn't for like me training on that little mini farm and like going to the Catskills to do that SEER training shit, I wouldn't have survived. There's no way. I wouldn't have made it. There's no way I would have made it. And then I got sick. And it was crazy. And like right after COVID ended, I got this fucking surgery. And then the dentist saw that like my Instagram, before I got banned on Instagram, it was 2001, I think. And he saw my American flags and my fucking, my black flag and shit. And like he was a communist and he fucking tried to kill me. So I was poisoned and I was shitting and vomiting blood for fucking 2 years. It was bad. No, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But it was fucking crazy. And if it wasn't for like that kung fu training, bro, I would have made, he was, it's like kung fu training. I call it kung fu training because it's funny. But, no, he was the ROK Capital Division from South Korea. He was an Army Ranger, and he got transferred to a South Korean regiment and some kind of joint force thing. I don't know what they called it. But it was the ROK Capital Division, or the Mechanized Division. And his teacher was Sergeant Lee Jin-ho. So it was like, he's like a really famous guy. And I got so lucky that I met this dude, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it this long. Like, everything I do is based between, like, my Buddhist and Taoist training and him. So I wouldn't know how to play guitar if it wasn't for the military training I did. Like, it wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd be dead. Like, it was up, Tony. Welcome back, bro. But it wasn't for the old man, man. Like, he was like, the closest thing to like a real father I had, Because I was on the streets. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it. And that's how, like, and because of him is why I got wrapped up in the government work and shit. But I got very lucky and got out before anything stupid happened. You shut up. Play guitar. I'll get in trouble. tune. Sorry. You don't need to hear that. I hope my weird fucking stories are entertaining. Because I don't want to fucking bore you to death with my fucking suffering. Oh my god, the whole step down. You know, you guys, if you pick a jam track, I will play it. So, I gave you guys both mod because who knows what random it is to come. But if you have a jam track in any key, any style, and you post it, I'll play it. Okay? Any key, any style, as long as it's no copyright and it's a jam track, I'll play it. Anything that's no copyright. Hold on, I can't see fucking shit. Who do you use? What do you mean, who do I use normally? What do you mean, who? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Who? You gotta rephrase the question, bro. I don't understand. Try again, sir. Try again, sir. I didn't understand what you meant. I don't use normally. What I do, I'll show you what I do. Hold on, let me untangle this fucking shitty cable. What I do is, no, I don't use any. What I do is I go to, I'll start with, can you see this? It says, oh, I'm gonna make it bigger. Is that better? I don't know if you can see. I'm sorry, my eyes are fucked. So I'll type in metal backing track. I'll type in, this says metal backing track. I'll type in metal backing track in the search engine. Yeah, okay. So like what I do is I type in metal backing track and then I play whatever comes up. There's no specific thing. And then I'll go to filters and I'll type today, this week, this month. That's what I do. It's not like a thing. Like, I'll save a couple of them that are good, and I'll play them for a couple of days, and then it gets boring, so I just don't play it anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, here, like, I saved this one because it was cool, but I played it 4 times, and I don't want to play it anymore, so I'll start with it, and I'll go to, like, and then I go back to the search engine, and I type in metal backing track. Because the whole point of jam roulette is I throw the fucking ball in the search engine and it gives me something to play. Because then I'd be cheating. The whole fucking thing I'm trying to prove that nobody appreciates is that I'm not cheating. I hear something and I figure out, okay, this is the key, this is the chords, I'm going to play something that sounds like a line that goes with it. That was the goal, but nobody appreciates it because they don't even think it's fucking possible. So I went so far in my autism that nobody understands what I'm fucking doing. And they don't care. And on top of that, I've been shadow banned for fucking 15 years, so like nobody knows I fucking exist, you know? So I don't know. But there's no like thing. You know? Like I've done, I think today I've done almost 300 of these streams because I started this in July last year. And I've probably done like 200 streams, maybe 300. My goal is to do 365, and then we're gonna fucking sue YouTube. But it's a whole other story. But I don't know how many I've done, but I'm around 200 something, and within those 200 something streams, I've done between 2 and 6 hour streams. I've done 500 to 600 jam tracks. I don't fucking know, bro. And there's some that come up repeatedly. So like there's some that I kind of like I remember the theme, you know. Yeah, it's fun, you know, like, I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to prove to people who didn't believe, like, I told them my story, who I was, they didn't believe me. So I wanted to, like, prove who I was, and I wanted to get exercise, you know, and then the third thing was I wanted to prove that YouTube's cheating. Because I have a fucking music degree. I have 20 fucking album credits. Why is it that I never have 5 viewers? Ever. Like my fucking gaming stream, I have world records in gaming. World records. And they went from 3,200 fucking streams to I spent a year with 0 streams. 0 fucking viewers. Literally 0 viewers for a year. And it's like, no one would help me. And I was begging people to help me. I was getting death threats and no one would help me. So I figured if I keep going, eventually someone's going to fucking hear what I'm saying. I only use YouTube right now because I'm banned everywhere else. I had Twitch when I was gaming. I have a Psyops Gaming. Look up Psyops Gaming on YouTube. You'll see my gaming streams. I had streams where I was having 3,200 concurrent viewers. And then the fucking Antifa people and the communists came and they said, we have fucking people on YouTube, you're never going to make it. And all of a sudden I went from 50 to fucking 0. And they were bro, it's crazy. It was 2 things I did. I covered the Antifa protest, and then I came up with an anti-cheat using machine learning because I was a fucking nerd. And I went into the EA Discord, and I told them I have an anti-cheat. I can explain to you how this works. You can end cheating forever. And bro, cheating's a multi-billion dollar business, and they fucking tried to destroy my life. I tried to help people, and they fucking tried to kill me. Oh. To be honest with you, I don't want to be known. I just want to, I honestly, I just want to prove that they're cheating. I want to hang out with people and drink some whiskey and play some guitar, bro. I don't want to be known anymore. I know it sounds weird to you because, you don't know me, but from 97 to 2000, I was pretty famous, on guitar. I had students in fucking India. I was in magazines, I was top 10, all these, I was a pretty big deal for a little, I got to the middle ground of music. I'm not saying I was a superstar, but I got to the middle ground, I was happy. I played, really big shows. I don't really desire it, but what bothers me, it's my autism and the justice button, it's the fact that I know they're fucking me, specifically because it's me and I try to help people, and that's what bothers me. I don't want 1 million streams because I play guitar, I'm happy having 5 people here hanging out. What bothers me is the principle, you know what I mean? That I know that they're cheating and no one believes me, and I've been exiled from society. That's what bothers me. I don't want to be known. Listen, I'm from the 90s, right? I played with Obituary, Testament, fucking Bork Nagar, fucking, Cannibal Corpse with my fucking CD. I played with all of my heroes. Everyone I ever wanted to play, I played with. I opened for every band I ever wanted to open for. I was in magazines, I was on the radio. I did all the things I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? In music, the only thing I didn't do was I wanted to conduct what Yngwie Malmsteen did. I didn't know he did it before I wanted to do it. I wanted to do a symphony with electric guitar, and he wound up doing it first, and it pissed me off. But aside from that, I got a lot of credits, bro. I have 20 album credits from underground bands. I have magazine credits. I'll show you, because one of my students got this. I don't know if you know what this is, but I'll show you. I'm a little drunk. Give me a second. Do you happen to have a copy of this? I don't want to break this because I'm fucking shit-faced. Okay. So, I don't know if you can read this. I don't know if you can see this, guys. My eyesight's terrible. but it's Slipknot, Dark Throne, 6 Feet Under, Devin Townsend, Mortician, Mortis. I don't know what the fuck that is. System of a Down, Machine Head, like a bunch, and then I'm on the cover CD, my band, and we're in here somewhere. I don't want to fuck this up because this is one of the last copies of this magazine. I'm pretty shit-faced, guys. Sorry, I had free drinks tonight at the fucking local bar. But yeah, I got a lot of credits. Hold on. I was in magazines. Whatever. I'm too drunk to fucking show you. I'm sorry. But I was in the same magazine as fucking Slipknot. That's all you need to know. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I did some stuff. Like, I had a lot of, like, cool moments in my life in music. But I didn't care about that. Like, I just wanted people to, like, I wanted to put out music, make people happy, and play with my boys, Like, my band was like my family, I spent 13 years with my band. I didn't care if we played a show in front of 5 people or 1,000,000 people. It was just the fact that we got to play together. It was like a ritual. It was like religion to me. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like, it was the fact that, like, me and my friends were playing together and we were together. That's all I cared about. Like, it didn't matter if there was 5 people at the show or 1,000 people at the show. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care. And that's the weird Buddhist thing, like, and that kind of fucked me up. I didn't care, But I can't see myself now doing it because I don't want to be famous or playing. I don't want it, Like, I just want to play for fun and hang out with people and. What do you say? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, 13 years. I mean, we fucking played some crazy shows. Like, I opened for Dark Funeral fucking 3 times. I opened for Testament. I opened for Deicide. I opened for fucking Obituary. Cannibal Corpse. Fucking Haunted. All these, like, cool bands, Lacuna Cole. I was on Lacuna Cole's bust with that girl Christina. She was hot. I have stories. I have, like, crazy stories. I did the thing, and like now it's like, what am I gonna get out of it? Some fucking shitty record deal and, like, play for fucking communists? Like, I don't want to fucking play for these fucking scumbags. I'm too patriotic and too fucking old school. I'm sorry, like, does it get me in trouble for fucking saying what I wanted to say? You know what I mean? I can't tell you what I really want to tell you. It'll get me in trouble. It's not just too expensive. I don't care about these people. They disgust me. Yeah, I mean, you're in the fucking basement of the internet, bro. If you found me, the government hates you, or you're neurodivergent, or something fucked up. Like, you can't find me unless something's broken in your soul. Like, you the fact that you found me means that the government doesn't like you. You're either ex-military, or, like, you're a fucking, like, patriot, or you're like a fucking, what's the fucking, that fucking, the foundation, what's it called? Child, whatever fucking foundation. You're one of those people, you know what I mean? You're not a communist. You're a patriot. You're a fucking Christian, Buddhist, or you're somebody who's not a communist. If you found me, the fucking algorithm hates you. I'm sorry to tell you, you're fucked. You've reached the basement of the internet. with a fucking demigod, and you know, like they don't like you. You've reached the bottom. Oh, I trained a couple of fucking airborne guys. Oh, you know, I used to train a lot of guys. I almost got, you know, I had like 3 contracts. I didn't. I can't talk about it, but I trained a lot of guys, you know, from everywhere. I was a martial arts personal trainer, so over the years, like, you know, kids I raised up that got, you know, sent out, and then people that came back, they were all fucking full of holes. I fixed up and like all kinds of crazy shit. I was gonna go, but my IQ was too high and I got into trouble. I got into a lot of trouble. But now I don't exist because I got into so much trouble. And it was the right time, though. I got really lucky because it was before like the real computer era. You know what I mean? So like between like 97 and like 2003, you can get away with a little more. Like 2001, I was in Alexandria. So I was there when 9/11 happened. I was there. And there's no record of me. I don't exist anymore. Thank God. But you know, my because my teacher had a whole bunch of guys, like, like fucking Navy guys, FBI guys, ATF guys. So when Blackwater was the first thing, they were gonna bring me in because I was really good at computers. And between my martial arts training with these guys and my computer skills, I got crazy offers. I'm just gonna put it like this. I can't talk too much, but like, there was like 3 years where like people were calling my master, like trying to find me. I was like, I don't exist. Like I'm not going back. I'm not going. I'm not going. Are you serious? Dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Like my master, like we went 5 years, bro. I was fighting with the DAV with him. 5 fucking years, bro. The fucking DAV fucking sucks dick. I fucking hate those fucking people, bro. And that was part of it. Because, like, when I was about to get my contracts to go out, I was dealing with him getting his, you know how it is, bro. So I'm dealing with the lawyers, the DAV, the VA, the blah, blah, blah. And, like, there's no fucking way. And they offered me $1.5 million, bro. Like, because you understand, like, in 2001, you know, computers weren't, like, a big thing. So I was, like, a hacker guy, and I was a ninja. You know what I mean? So I had a very interesting experience. And it was right at the crossover between, like, Gen X and Millennials. So, like, I got really lucky. But I beat the shit out of somebody and had my entire life erased. My entire life, bro, this erased. Like, I don't exist. If you look, like, I have 3 legal names. If you look up any of them, I have no record, bro. I don't exist. You know, you understand. You get it. Thanks. Yeah, bro, it took us 5 years. He got full disability. So he was what happened with him, he was on guard duty, and he was like a army guy, went to Rangers, then like got transferred to like this. They had a joint, like Chuck Norris, he learned karate in the Air Force. The karate he learned was Korean karate. My master learned it from like the guy. Like he learned it from like 3 divisions back. My master learned it from like the guy. And so he was doing guard duty in the U-boats, like, he jumped between 2 boats, and the fucking boats crushed him. So imagine you know how Vietnam shit was. He jumped between these 2 boats, and he got caught in between, and the boats crushed him, and fucked up his back. So we were fighting for like 5 years to get his fucking disability, and like we got it. He won. He got 100% finally, but he was already fucking 70 years old, fighting for this shit. And I'm like, and when the fucking Blackwater guy, because like he had a student, he had two. One was a fucking SEAL and one was a fucking ATF. This is guy. He looked at the guy from Die Hard, bro, and he was an ATF and FBI guy. And because of my computer skills and my fucking training with them, he got me like around the corner, And they offered me $1.5 million for 2 years in Iraq. And I almost did it. But like seeing how they treat people after they come home, I'm like, fuck you, man. Yeah, but if I fucking come home in a bag, there's nothing. Like, fuck you. Like, so that's when that was the moment I went to become a Buddhist monk. Like, it was like the timeline, 99 to 2001-ish. I don't remember. But that's why I went to become a Buddhist monk. And that's the rest of the story. So I was training from fucking 13 to 20, 21 to be like an assassin ninja for the government, like, to be a patriot ninja, And I like totally converted to be a fucking monk. My story is so crazy. No, I don't tell it often because no one will believe me. There's only 2 or 3 of you here. No one's gonna believe me. They think I'm fucking some drunk asshole. I can tell you anyway. I'll beat that soon. It was a interesting life. But I saw some. It's like because when I was in like 13, 14, I was like training. Like I ever thought I was like 17. So I was in the Guardian Angels. I was patrolling New York City with guys from fucking Desert Storm. So I have all their stories, and then I have the Vietnam. And I knew guys from the Korean War and World War II. I knew people who were born in 1890 because like I was like that Gen X weird generation in New York. So I got a lot of experience. I was really lucky. And I enlisted and I did all the things and then I got out because of problems. I got in trouble. And then I wound up going back because of my computer skills, and I spent 3 years doing computer shit for third parties. I can't explain, but you understand how it is. But it was a weird road. But long story short, the whole fucking circle back is thank you for my fucking Kung Fu master, karate teacher from Korea, who saved my life, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't survive COVID. Yeah, I learned Kung Fu from like the fucking Chinese military, like Chinese Dragon Society, all this crazy shit. Like it was my whole life. But it wasn't for my karate teacher from Vietnam, I wouldn't have survived anything. It's like he's the reason I'm alive. He's the reason. So like I always give him respect, Like my guitar playing, everything's from him. Where did you go when you left New York for COVID? I went to Gaston County to what the fuck's the name of that mountain? Oh my god. The alcohol just hit me. I had fucking... I went to the local bar and some fucking kid bought me a whole bunch of drinks. What the fuck's it called? There's a mountain in Gaston County. And I was behind the mountain, right on the South Carolina border. No! Fuck that. I left New York in 2018, 19, I don't remember. But I was on a mountain. And Crowder's Mountain in Gaston County. But I was behind the mountain by South Carolina. And it's so weird because, like, I spent, like, years in Alexandria and Virginia and, like, working in the, like, So, like, I have this weird accent that switches. Because, like, the Brooklyn accent and my southern accent they, like, wiggle. It's like, I feel like my northern accent is faster than my southern accent, but the same accent. It's really weird. But, yeah, I was on Crowder's Mountain, but it was not it was south of the mountain. So, like, I'm on the foothill of the mountain. It's not a big mountain, but it's a mountain. You know, when you're from the city and there's nothing. There's nothing. There's farms and cows and horses. You know, I'm from East New York, from Brownsville, from like Mike Tyson. If you know who Mike Tyson is? Yeah, you know who Mike Tyson is. What am I fucking asking you? So I grew up in East New York, Brownsville, Canarsie area. And I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and it was a fucking dystopian nightmare. It was a fucking hellscape. You know, it was bad. It wasn't fun. And I don't look like I belong there. But I tell people, you know, I'm still pretty because I did work for, you know, like I did work. Although I wouldn't be this pretty. You know, it was hard. I did a lot of tours in New York. You know, and like I was already doing private security when I was 14. You know, and people thought I was like 17, 18. So I was doing crazy jobs. It was rough, you know? And I got lucky. You know, it was my teacher I went to management school. Oh, you're from Bed-Stuy? Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I was from fucking Brownsville and like Canarsie. And then, you know, when I was a little kid, I used to deliver the fucking newspaper to fucking John Gotti in Ozone Park. Because my mother lives in Ozone Park, and my grandma lived in East New York. These are like in the 80s, bro. And I got jumped in front of John Gotti's club once. 98th Street, 101st Avenue. I was like 7 years old. And I don't know what happened. It was like near July 4th. And I just remember like, because I wasn't like Italian. And one of my neighbors' kid, Patrick, fucking jerk off. Those kids I'd never seen before. They were like 17, 18-year-old kids, and right in front of the fucking Gotti club, like right in front of the club, like your John Gotti club, you know. And I just remember like I was riding my skateboard. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded, and like there was this kid we used to call him Willow. He would like I lived in this apartment building, and he lived in the house next to the apartment building. His name was Willow, and he was like 14, 15. I was like 7. But people knew I did boxing, karate. They just knew somehow. And next thing I know, I'm surrounded by like fucking 15, 20 fucking like grown adults look like. And there's these towering heads. And there's one kid in front of me. And they're like, yo, fight him. I'm like, I don't want to fight him. Like, he's my fucking... And then this fucking retard. He's my boy, fucking Jason's cousin. And Patrick grabbed the kid's arm, and he punched me in the face. And I leveled this kid. Like, I just fucking blasted him with a right cross. I blasted him as hard as I ever hit anybody in my life. I was like 7 years old. But I've been boxing for 4 years at this point. I fucking leveled him. I just remember, like, the whole thing opened, and his grandmother's right in front of the John Gotti's door. And he's like, I need to get radiation in my head. I need to get radiation. And he kept looping this. I need to get radiation in my head. And his grandmother looked at me like with his like eyes. And like next thing I knew, I was getting jumped by like 17 to 20 year olds. I was getting fucking like kicked in the head. This was on like 101st Avenue and 103rd 101st Street, 103rd. No, I'm lying. 98th Street and 101st Avenue between 98th Street and 99th Street. And if you look on the corner of 99th Street, there's a bank. It has a drive-through teller. It should still be there. And there's a train station on 99th Street. Either 98th Street and 99th Street and 101st Avenue in Ozone Park, Brooklyn, there's a train. They used to call it the Conrail, they used to call it. I don't know what they call it now, but it was like the fucking freight train that didn't work anymore. And they beat the shit out of me from 101st Avenue and 98th Street around the corner, 99th Street, down the block to 103rd Avenue. And if it wasn't for my mother, she went and got these fucking mafia guys. And all these fucking mafia dudes came out with baseball bats. Like, what the fuck you doing? He's a little kid, blah, blah, blah. I would be dead. Bro, they were going to fucking kill me. They were going to fucking kill me. And I'm not even joking. They would have killed me. It was like, I just remember being like, I was like 6 or 7 years old. I couldn't have been more than 8 years old. There's no way, because my sister was born in like, I couldn't have been more than 8 years old. I was between 6 and 8 years old. So probably 7 years old. And I fucking leveled this 13-year-old kid. I broke his fucking jaw. I fucked him up. And all the fucking old wise guys, these fucking Italian mafia guys came out. And my mother, because Jason, thank God Jason went and fucking got my mother. And she went and got the mafia dudes. And the whole crew came out. And they stopped it, but they were going to kill me. Because they fucking brought me to this, like, dead-end train track. And there was no street lights, there was nothing. They were throwing fucking beer bottles at me and, like, crazy shit. I was a little kid. But I wasn't white enough, you know? In the 80s, it was fucked up. But, yeah, that was real shit. And my mom was gangsta. Like, and she used to work for the Greek mafia, the fucking Italian mafia. Like my first fucking like security job, I was a fucking bodyguard for a Shylock. That was my first security job. Before I even got to go to the Angels, before I even started doing patrolling in the streets, like I was working as a fucking money collector. So, you know, I was a Buddhist monk, but I used to be a gangster. Before I was a Buddhist monk, I was a gangster. I was a derelict, piece of shit. My mom was a gangster. It was a fucked up life, you know. But that's a real story. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I hope you're entertained. I'm just talking shit. I hope my story's entertaining to you guys. I'm telling my life story. I'll be right back. Yeah, we something sweet. Head to shred. 1 second. I will shred for you. Anyway, thank you for listening to my story. Now there's a record of my fucking crazy fucking escapades. We're gonna do some black metal, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, it's more like I tell the story, honestly, because like the guy who kept me alive, if he's no longer here, like like I want to have some record. So he's who made me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Alright, let's do some box shit. Nobody's really here. It's 11:30. I've already given you my life story. I probably should go. Is Emily still here? I don't know why I'm like. I just came to hang out and talk shit. I don't know if anybody's still here. But now you know my life story. There's a fucking record on the internet in case I fucking drop dead. But okay, I'm out of here. No one's talking shit. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. That's my story. If something happens to me, you know. That's it. You know, I really appreciate the old man. You know, it sounds stupid, but I try to fucking give the old man props. Alright, you guys, be safe. I'm gonna go to sleep. I have to fucking treat these tomorrow. God. I don't want to work tomorrow. Thursday's my main fucking teaching day. But I gotta go fucking be a responsible adult. Thank you for showing up, my fucking 3 viewers. But, you know, that's why I try to tell a little extra when there's less people around. But I appreciate you guys. Practice your kung fu. And human saying I love you. Gratefully presence by chilling, but you know, that's your gratitude. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.